Hi
Hi
guys, how are
guys.
you today? It's
Oh.
tea and champagne time.
Mm. Oh.
We have so much to talk about. You guys know that Andrew keeps a very busy schedule, and he just called me last minute, said, I got a little time. I got a couple things I want to talk about. I said, what do you want to talk about? He names a list of things that he wants to talk about. But the first thing would be Kim Zolciak Bierman. Go ahead, Andrew, bring it on us.
Oh my goodness. So if you guys, so the ratings get released. We all know this. Don't Be Tardy for the Party has had the worst ratings premiere of any Bravo show this year. We're talking the numbers were in 0.53 and the US viewerships in millions. That's nothing. That makes it worse. It's gonna Bravo producers are debating canceling it mid-season because no one is watching it, and that therefore ad producers and like advertisements, the slots won't get filled because no one is watching that show. That is
That's like his
bad.
mom and maybe her grandmom. But this is not, I'm not shocked. Well, first of all, they're in
No.
a crisis because that is no sponsor is going to want to advertise on that. But I'm not shocked, Andrew. This show should have been canceled probably about
7 seasons ago,
yeah.
back when the name was Don't Be Tardy for the Wedding. Come on.
This is a sheer disaster. But I'm a positive person. I always want to find the positive and the negative. Kim Zolciak will be gone. What is she going to do for money, Andrew? This is her only source of income. She has all those kids.
She's going to pull what Sonia Morgan did. I bet you Kim and Croy will start an OnlyFans. Mark my word, they will start an OnlyFans.
You think that they're going to resort to OnlyFans for money?
Like, I don't even want to say that statement, but I mean, what other choices do they have? I mean, they're not a bad-looking couple.
No, they're not.
They could resort.
That Bravo cancels it. Next episode is gone. Does she still get paid? I don't think it's a show by show basis.
It's show by show basis. She would not get paid. I mean, honestly, do you remember Bella Thorne, that washed up C-list celebrity, washed up? She made $1 million off her first week in OnlyFans. Like, Kim, take note. Kim Croy, let's take note. You got to pay for the little girls.
So you think they have to cancel the show? I mean, this is the emergency meeting. They had to have an emergency meeting. Have you been watching the show? No.
I know no one is. I know no one who is.
It's bad. I haven't watched it either, but when I did watch it a couple seasons ago, it should have been canceled back then. This is a crisis not only for Bravo, but for the Bierman family. Croy doesn't work. Kim doesn't work. This is their own. They have that makeup line that no one's buying.
Okay, housewives. Okay. This is a broad statement to anybody on Bravo. Anyone whose paycheck relies on Bravo, don't start a makeup line. Every Hue Beauty. Like, no one's buying that. Like, I mean, at least, yeah.
That's what they all do. They need another source of income. So you're saying...
Go to an investment banker. Go to an investment company that has been well established. They'll spread out your wealth on spreadsheets, and they're going to be like, okay, so they're going to trust this money and the Dow Jones and industrial, and you should be safe here. We've got safe investments, things that will grow your wealth, not by much, but it will grow. And then you've also got this. Now these are risks. These could grow your money a lot, or you may not do it, or it may not grow that much. So we've put less money in here. Roth IRAs, like, it's not that hard. Are these people that stupid that they think a beauty line or a black water? Do you remember when the Manzos created that black water?
Yeah, a little bit.
Still around.
Really? So listen, how many kids does Kim have? This is epic. How's she gonna feed them? Like, do you think Kim can file for unemployment? I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but what are they going to do for money?
OnlyFans. It's really going to be OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Speak of poor performance. Yes, I mean, you know what? Maybe they'll go down with Shannon Bedore and Kelly Dot to the unemployment office together. All four of them. They're gonna go in a little family van. Family van. They're gonna go down because
we are bad. We're not happy to see it canceled. I mean, are we?
it's not really a loss. Like, I mean, okay, what is it with Bravo thinking that we wanted to see an 8th season of this? Like, come on, start canceling shows. Like, come on. No one's watching.
I feel so bad. I don't know why I'm laughing, you guys. It's nervous laughter. I don't mean to laugh because she's got a problem. What? She has a problem.
Yeah.
This is their only source of income.
They're spending money like they can make it back tomorrow, and they don't have that option.
Yeah.
Kim has never had that option, but she is still spending money recklessly.
Yeah, recklessly. If this is bad news, okay, so that's not the only bad news you had to deliver to me, is it? Go ahead. What else did you have to say?
Ooh, so we've got the Real Housewives of Orange County performing worse, having the worst premiere of a Bravo Real Housewives franchise this year, performing at 1.05. Awful. Awful. Like it did New York fared better. The Real Housewives of New York City fared better. And we all saw Bethany Frankel's gone. Like,
yeah.
Bethany Frankel's gone. Who's gonna watch? And apparently not many people. They got 1.9, 1.05. Like, this is
Listen, you already said that you suspected it was going to be canceled. You did not mean next week. How did you kind of figure they were going to cancel this show?
I figured it's been on for so long. They've lost. I mean, the problem is, so the OGs were commanding the biggest price checks. Vicky and Tamara were getting the biggest checks, but they were also bringing some storylines, and they were half sufferable to watch. Like, I'm sorry, I don't like them. And I have said multiple times for like these women to get their faces off television. And now we're all kind of retracting that statement. We're all kind of just like, oh, what were we thinking? Oh, this is bad. Oh, Vicky's moved all the way to Puerto Vallarta and her house is on the market. Oh, y'all, we missed out. We missed out.
So did Bravo call an emergency meeting? Because this is bad.
I think they are going to be suing. I think they're going to do it soon because, okay, the second episode fared better at 1.11, but that's better. But if these numbers continue to sag, OC isn't anybody's favorite. Andy Cohen does not like anybody on OC because he doesn't. That was the whole reason why New York City did not get canceled this year, because they said, all right, you guys, we have a glimmer of hope. Leah was doing well. Leah was bringing in views because, in fact, New York was doing steadily by the end. They were getting better ratings because if we think about it, he does not like Kelly Dot, not anymore.
Why? What do you think? She's too much trouble? This is so
because
good.
People are boycotting the show because of Kelly Dot. And if you've got lots of people saying, and I don't care if you support Kelly Dot or not, but if people are outputtingly saying they're not watching because of this person, it's a large number, that's going to cause the network to notice. And we all know Andy Cohen is like the final say all at Bravo. Like, I'm sorry, he has Watch What Happens Live gets renewed every single year. And it's his talk show. Like, I'm sorry. That's control. That's his show. He can do whatever he wants with it. And that's what he's the exec. So he's the end all say all. And when you get on his bad side, your show's over.
Another thing you're trying to say is that the boycott worked. No one's watching. Why did they boycott again? I can't remember.
Well, Kelly Dot's saying and Kelly Dot's antics caused enough people to say, we don't support this because she literally said F you to fans, which was an abomination. A abomination.
Kelly.
She's digging her own grave.
Is it a fair statement to say that the ratings are low because of Kelly Dodd?
I think it's a combination of all things. We've got Kelly Dodd, no storylines on this show.
Yeah.
Nothing. No one is interesting. In fact, the only people who are giving us storylines are Vicky and Tamra. And they're not on the show anymore. People are literally calling for them to get paychecks because the last episode, because Tamra's name was mentioned more in that episode than anybody else.
Yeah.
You have a problem.
I mean, oh gosh. And listen, I don't think no one's going to miss it. You are right. I think they're going to cancel that show next week. If not next week, the following week. No one's watching. It's all Kelly Dodd's fault, but it's also Andy Cohen's fault. What made him think that he could bring it back with this cast? They're terrible. Terrible.
This is so bad. I mean, honestly, Bravo, thank God, you know what? Thank God the Kardashians are coming off, because Bravo, hopefully that will get Bravo some ratings, because Bravo is in desperate need. And I've heard rumors that if this year's financial statements, because NBC owns Bravo, we have looked at NBC possibly thinking about selling the rights and the franchises, because these are franchises, off to other networks.
This is so crazy. Jill Zarin came out 2 months ago and said that the reason they're firing people is because Bravo can't afford them anymore. They're losing money.
They're losing money. Okay, these networks are bleeding money because no one at Bravo is truly thinking with a clear head right now. You spent how much money giving Kim and Croy money for something that is getting no viewership numbers?
Yeah.
You are continuously writing checks to the wrong people, Bravo. No one is watching. No one is watching. No one is paying attention. And if this doesn't do well, the network your parent company is going to think about selling you, because this is a network money-making decision. NBC is the largest network on television, and they are ruthless. If people aren't watching, snip.
Oh my gosh. So Kim is in danger. I think they're going to cancel that show by next week. OC. Who else? Those are the two things that I can think of.
Everybody needs to be on their toes right now, because Bravo, they are firing people left and right. And everybody needs to watch their back, because I don't think anybody is safe. I think it is safe.
Go ahead.
I think it is safe to say nobody on this network, no matter how much authoritative pull and power, if you are not causing ratings and drama and being interesting and causing no problems for Bravo, your job's in danger right now. And I think the only OG who is safe right now, is Teresa Giudice. I think that's the only woman who's safe right now.
I think Potomac is safe. I do.
What do
you think?
I think with the lawsuit and the fact that this went to public trial, I think Bravo's going to look at this and, okay, we can make an example out of you, but we don't know if this network is going to be here in a little bit.
Oh, gosh. So everything Jill Zarin said is right. She said that Bravo is running out of money. And you're adding to that. You're saying not only are they running out of money, they're running out of money because they're making bad business moves by paying the wrong people the high amounts of money. But Nene Leakes is gone. Why are they still broke? Just because the other franchises aren't bringing in the money?
I think they are placing all their bets on Salt Lake City right now. They are placing all their bets right now. And I think if Salt Lake City goes belly up, I'm sorry. I think we all remember the Real Housewives of Washington, D.C. The Salahis caused international news by crashing the White House Correspondents' Party. Yeah. I mean, we weren't talking just bloggers weren't talking about this. NBC, Anderson Cooper, MSNBC, Fox News, global news coverages were talking about this. They were on C-SPAN under public trial. And when the FBI commands tapes of, your show, you're doing something wrong. So if this season of Salt Lake City doesn't go well, I'm saying Bravo's going to look at this, and so is NBC, and they're going to look, okay, you need to look at your financials because you're dragging our network down. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Real Housewives of New York. What did you hear about that?
Heather Holla Thompson is coming back, baby. Heather Holla Thompson, Ebony K. William, who has been confirmed, leaked today on her Instagram story that Heather is being confirmed back. Now, this is not like a blogger hearsay. This is not rumors. This is produced by a person who has been confirmed. This has been confirmed.
Well, listen, if New York does not work out, they're gone too. I don't think she's going to save the show. What do you think?
I think New York, because let's be honest, Andy Cohen loves New York. He loves the women, and I think that's what kept the show on.
Ramona and Luann that need to go.
Yeah, because he is really looking at this. Okay, he must have some master plan for New York City. And for those who are saying, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have friends who, my parents and I do have friends who are friends with television network news anchors at like high levels in news and like business people for these networks at high levels. I'm not talking at like mid-level. I'm talking.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not rumors coming out of like we aren't pulling.
What I don't understand is Heather was on, I don't know, a season that I really didn't like. Do you think she could save the show while Luann and Ramona's still there?
Okay, you know what? If you were going to bring back anybody, it should have been Jill Zarin. Jill Zarin has so many storylines right now. I'm sorry. The fact that no one has offered Jill Zarin a spinoff or anything or any other show is beyond me. She is right now doing so much goodwill in the force right now. I mean, she is perfect reality television material. She is making masks right now. She is doing everything she can. And let's be honest, Jill Zarin knows how to make drama. Zarin knows how to make drama. She is fun, lighthearted. It's what we need. It's what we need.
One of the producers don't like her.
Because they don't like her because she was getting ready to quit the show. And we all know, because she said in an email that she was like, since her fallout with Bethany, it was in season 4, and she wrote the email to the producers, Bobby's cancer. It's just, I don't think I'm debating about quitting the show. And then she said the morning she woke up, the next morning, because it was a drunk email, she got the call because Bravo does not like to have anybody quit on their behalf because that's on their terms. Bravo and these networks want them to quit on, like, they want to fire them, so it's on their terms, the network's terms.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say something, and either you agree or disagree, let me know. Cheers to them finally getting some of the shows. But all of this Bravo being in a crisis is Andy Cohen's fault. What do you think about that?
This is truly the fact. Okay, I don't care how much it costs to produce these shows. If they are losing money, that is money lost. There's no way to save Don't Be Tardy to the Party or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And with what just happened on Below Deck Mediterranean, I've heard that was bad. We've got the second part of the reunion tonight, guys, and fans are outraged. I mean, outraged that Hannah is gone. And I liked Hannah. I liked Hannah. I don't know about you guys, but I liked Hannah. She's gone. Kate Chastain has gone off Below Deck. These were the women who were the shows. Kate Chastain has been rewarded with the Bravo chat room. But I'm sorry, I don't see where that's going. And thank goodness Bravo might be making some money off of that, because that show costs very little to produce because they can do it on a Zoom platform, which is probably what they're using for Andy Cohen's show. So I think it's probably very cheap to produce, and it's easy to sell ad time for. So I think what they need to do is they need to have one of those at night and one of those during the day, because this is bad. Bravo is in dire need for money here.
This is bad. And they got rid of their top producers. Mimi was gone, Vicky and Tamara. And if they're going to do that, I'm sure Teresa, I'm not asking them to get rid of Teresa, but she's at bringing in some money too.
She's bringing in money because Jersey is right now bringing in ratings.
Yeah.
The Giudices, they are having storylines. Teresa's divorce, we have known, has now been finalized. And we all know that divorce, Joe gave her everything. Joe gave her the house. He's paying alimony. He is being a great ex-husband.
Yeah.
I think if you looked at that, that is how a divorce should have been handled. he did a very manly thing to do. I just nothing but respect for Joe, and I think that's going to be part of her storyline. And I think, but just watch your back, everybody, because nobody is safe.
All right, that's crazy news. Thank you for calling me last minute. That is so good. Things that and I'm going to go ahead and give you credit. You said OC was headed nowhere quickly, that it was going to be canceled, and it looks like you're right.
And also,
go ahead.
Let's not forget with New York. I want to talk about this too, because we were just talking about it. And so if Ebony has released that Heather's going to be on, I think we have the entire cast list. And production has confirmed an anonymous cast member has caught COVID. Has caught it.
Now, I did a video on that. That's true.
Yeah.
Who do you think it is?
Okay. I think it's Ramona, because she has two homes. Because she has the Hamptons home and she has the home in New York City. I think she quarantined at the New York house, and they're going to film at the Hamptons house after deeply sanitizing it, because that's where they're filming right now. And I think it could have been like, and I think the storyline for Mona is going to be, she's recovering from COVID. She's now at her Southampton home. She's going to talk about all the girls, about how dangerous she is. She's going to apologize to Leah about just how, you were right at the reunion. I should have listened to you. And I think that's going to be because Ramona wanted to go very mother-daughter at Leah, because she realized the way the relationship was handled almost costed her job this season.
Let's say it is Ramona. Why were they keeping it a secret?
Because they realized all these storylines are getting exposed. Like the Candace and Monique fight has been exposed. We've got Strippergate with Atlanta. These storylines are being exposed. And for a show like New York, who doesn't have that many storylines, they're probably keeping things under locked lips.
Oh, wow. I mean,
it's the only thing that makes sense. I mean,
that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not a Ramona fan. I don't want her to get coronavirus, though. I mean, maybe just for a little bit, but I hope she's okay. That show is terrible. They need to cancel it. Do you agree, or you still like it?
I think they need to rebrand it. We have Leah, and I think they should have done the family element like they did with New Jersey. Get Leah and Leah's sister on there, and they could rebrand it to be like the Real Housewives of New York, not of Upper East Side. And that's what the show has been primarily. So I think rebrand it, maybe to make it the Real Housewives of Brooklyn, but just make it something, because right now we are getting sick of seeing these women who, frankly, Luann doesn't have any money anymore.
I know.
Sonia went bankrupt, and she is desperate to sell that townhome before the bank takes it. Yeah.
What's really weird is that Luann started out the richest of them all. That's a huge riches to rags story. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh my God. And I've heard talks about them trying to see if they can relight. And now I've heard this in network talks that people are calling for, because they want to go back to the wealth side. Because if you remember, Orange County was starting out to be a peek into the lives in Desperate Housewives. That's what they were doing. That's what they were trying to do. A peek behind the gates in Desperate Housewives. That's what the Real Housewives were. They've lost the money sense in trying to get these C-list actors, former models, and they've lost it. So I've heard that they are trying to reignite and trying to start a new franchise in DC again. I've heard that.
Oh, wow.
I've heard that, and I've heard that they're doing a little bit of casting, and I know some people who have been casted who are going to go in for like putting in an audition tape if they're going to redo it again.
And you're thinking that it was a Salahi's, I don't know how to say it, is what that franchise?
The Salahis hijacked it because the FBI was asking for tapes of the shows because, and that's not even the worst part about the Salahis. They now want, she divorced Tarek and is now married to a Journey guitar player and has completely disassociated herself with the show. The show she canceled, she is now disassociated herself with.
Really? Does she still live in the DC area?
No, she's gone.
Oh my God. What was her name? Michaela?
Mikkel.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh my God, Bravo is desperate. They really are desperate. And like you said, they're going to put all their eggs in one basket, which is Salt Lake City. Even though it seems good on paper, you never know if a show's going to be a hit or a flop until it airs. Because on paper, OC looks great. You know, we got the drunk. We've got Kelly Dodd sleeping around town with her fiance. It just doesn't work. It just does not work.
Kelly's being a mean person. Did you hear the report? She's attacking her new husband's ex-wife as being jealous and just attacking her.
No, I haven't heard that.
Yes, she's attacking. Yeah, she's attacking Rick's ex. This isn't good.
Listen, I'm gonna give that marriage 6 months. What do you give it? It's gonna be bad. It's so bad. I feel bad, but
I'm surprised it hasn't been annulled yet.
I know. I feel bad. Like, who marries Kelly Dodd? What is he thinking? Why would he marry her? She's a troublemaker. Now she might be responsible for getting the entire show canceled. It's bad.
This is so bad. And Vanderpump Rules is canceled now, apparently. There's been rumors flying that Vanderpump Rules is going to be canceled because this season was so bad. They fired so many people.
That's OC, that's Kim's show, that's going to be New York, if you ask me, and Vanderpump Rules. That show is not coming back. Please tell me you agree.
Because think about it. It's COVID. How can a restaurant, there's 3 tables, how can it be like, well, you sat at all 3 of them, and it's not big. I mean, Villa Blanca's closed. Maybe we could go to the one in Las Vegas, but I mean, it's just.
Well, I went to the one in Vegas. There was like 3 people in the restaurant. So it's just not that many people come to Vegas. It's just not a show anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
what can Bravo do now? Because the shows that they relied on, Vanderpump Rules was a show they relied on. It's ending because this is the COVID, due to the ongoing pandemic. Just that show, restaurants are getting hit really hard, and that's a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's
let's say that. Well, listen.
Yeah.
Vanderpump Rules is on the list. I'm not going to even talk in hypotheticals here. That show is gone. Do you think Lisa Vanderpump will come back?
I think she's going to be I think what makes the most sense for Lisa, she is the wealthiest housewife. She's got her other business ventures. I mean, she's getting to the age where she's just going to want to retire soon. She has enough money.
You don't think she'll come back?
I think she's going to get ready in the process of maybe transferring the businesses down to the children. And I think she's getting ready to retire and step out of the spotlight because, I mean, maybe she just wants to spend time at home with Ken. I mean, I was watching her in quarantine, and her and Ken just really seemed happy, not really working, just kind of sitting in a home.
Yeah, this is Ken's second hip replacement. It's just time for retirement. I don't want them to retire, but it looks like it's going that way.
And Bravo needs to wake up because the people who I bet you they have counted on Lisa Vanderpump coming back at some point. I bet you someone in Bravo and that executive team says, well, I'm sure she'll come back once Teddy's gone or something like that. I bet you they hoped with the firing of Teddy and with the supposed hiring as Kathy Hilton that she would try to come back and, say maybe not this season, but maybe next.
Yep. I think Andy Cohen really messed up when he let them beat up on Lisa and she quit. Now let's just play a little game with the audience here. Hold on.
Yes.
I'm going to put a picture up, and I want someone in the comment section to tell me who you're looking at. Okay. This is so bad. Okay, you guys, tell me who you're looking at. This is so bad. Does anyone recognize this woman in the pink? Let me try to zoom in so you guys can get a good look. Oh, that's not good. Got to zoom back out. Can you guys see this woman's face? Who is the woman in the pink? She's standing next to Kathy Hilton. Can someone please put in the comment section who this woman is? I'll give you a second. Okay, no one's putting it in there. We have to tell them. Break the news, Andrew. Who are we looking at in the pink?
It's Maurizio's new wife, a Ukrainian supermodel. Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's Kyle Richards' new face.
I mean, Kyle Richards got a facelift, you guys. Let me see if I can just rearrange this picture so we can get a good look. Let me try to zoom in. Why, Kyle? Why? She is unrecognizable. I know it's right after the surgery. No, this has to be a couple weeks into the surgery.
Yeah.
Who are you and what did you do with Kyle? I can't make you zoom in anymore. Let me try to get as close as I can. How about this?
Okay, yeah, it's a little better. You guys, it's on her Instagram page. This is not like a fan like sighting. She literally posted this. She electively posted this on her Instagram. That takes guts.
Why? What do you think of the facelift, Andrew? I'm going to let you do it first. Oh, you have to take a What do you guys think of Kyle's new facelift? Oh, Kyle.
She should have went to Sonia Morgan's surgeon. She should have went to Sonia's surgeon.
She looks 15, which would be a good thing. Why is she covering her hands, Andrew?
They're man hands. They're like veiny. Like, oh God. Nothing wrong, but like her hands look like me. You're supposed to be this glamorous Beverly Hills soft-spoken housewife.
You can't do anything to your hands, can you? Can you facelift the hands? Can you?
Yes, you can. It's not hard. You can tighten them. You can shorten them. You can shorten your fingers. You can shorten your toes. Here, people. This isn't hard. You can get spider veins taken out. You can get them pushed deeper into your skin.
So maybe that's the next appointment. It creeps me out. Let me tell you why. First of all, I thought Kyle was pretty before. She did not need to do anything. But I really feel like I'm looking at someone different. And it creeps me out when I'm looking at you like, you look like Andrew, you sound like Andrew, but who the hell are you? I don't think it's done. I really don't.
We are, God, I feel so bad. We all saw, like, she's going to have to go through this season looking like that. Because it's in your clause, unless, like, you can't do a facelift in the middle of the season. You can do it in between seasons, but you can't do it during your season. Poor Sonia Morgan was stuck with that awful face last season. Oh, poor thing. Oh,
you know what else I just realized in looking at this picture? That she's still in Teddy's starvation program because she's very thin. She looks nice. She looks nice, but she's probably been starving. Haven't had a sandwich in a couple months. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not trying to throw shade at Kyle, but you just don't look like Kyle anymore. She really
get whatever you want done. I'm all for saying, get whatever you want done. But there's a point in a time when the plastic surgeon should have stepped in and saying, hey, it's our job to make you look good and you look fine right now. Yeah. We can do Botox every now. Do Botox every now and then, but you don't need a facelift. Unless the surgeon was like, and I'm sorry, it's a Beverly Hills surgeon. They make enough money as is. And she's pulling a Khloe Kardashian.
Back on one more time, you guys. She does not look recognizable. I wouldn't have did it, but okay, fine. We'll see you in 10 years, right? It lasts 10 years, right? Oh God, Kyle. Oh God.
Kathy, on the other hand, Kathy looks gorgeous. Kathy looks great. Unbothered, beautiful, casual, chic, elegant, great. I love it.
We don't think Kathy's going to get a facelift, do you? These women, they don't need facelifts. They're falling into the Hollywood machine. Oh gosh. It looks good. She really could pass for 20, no jokes aside. I mean,
honestly, what I would just have to say is I sat down with my surgeon and I did a 20-year plan because I do want to look young. You don't want to.
No, you did not.
I sat down. Yes, I sat down for my 20-year plan, and I'll be the first to admit I'm getting work done. I've gotten some things done.
Andrew, why? Why do you need work done?
My nose used to be really bad, and I did a small one, so I still have a nose, but it was huge before, so I just got a little bit of a reduction just so it didn't take up my entire face. And I sat down with the surgeon and I literally have it all mapped out for the next 20 years of my life. I will not have my first facelift until by year 20. And after the 20 years, they will say, all right, we can judge, but in this 5-year period between year 15 and year 20 in our surgery plan, We don't think you should get a facelift. She needs to sit down with a surgeon and say, oh, it's too much. Like, Maurizio is going to continue to cheat no matter what you look like, Kyle.
Well, let me ask you a question. Did it hurt? It looks like the most painful thing ever.
No, because I'm doing small stuff. You do not do everything at once. You do not get Botox before you're 28. Like, you do not do that. You don't get your eyebrows done. You just get things like if your ears stick out, you put those back. If you get want to strengthen your jawline just a little bit because your face is done growing. That's what you do. You do not get you don't get all the lip fillers. You don't get your nose done super narrow. You don't pull the face back as tight as it can go.
Andrew, but just like he had a good night's rest, like that, right?
Exactly. You do the skincare stuff. You do not do a facelift, Kyle. How old is Kyle? She still has like a child who's 8. She has a child who's 8. Child who's 8.
Look, she looks good. We are hating on Kyle. She looks good, but she does look unrecognizable. We have to get used to the new face. It's too much. It's too much. Oh God. I mean, but we like. I mean, do we like Kyle? Not really, but you can get whatever done that you want done there.
Yeah. More power to you. Just go to a good surgeon. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's so funny. I mean, oh my gosh. Listen, you have brought the tea. You've brought the cancellation. Well, Bravo's downfall. I don't think Bravo's going to recover because they're putting all their eggs in one basket. Unless Salt Lake City's a big hit, we're looking at the downfall of Bravo.
This is, oh my God. Like, what is the options that we have here?
Yeah. And then you brought the Heather Thompson. That's great news. Thanks for that. OC being canceled. That's great news. I feel bad.
I am near positive with these poor ratings and the poor viewership and the canceling of Kelly Dot. I think it's safe to say OC is in the burial ground. 15 years. It's been a good run.
Been a good run. It's time to go. 0 point anything is not worth bringing back. So bye Tardy for the party. Kyle's facelift. Did we talk about the new girl for? Let me pull her picture up from.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Crystal Cohen. Cough. Sorry, I'm still gonna
so
use.
Cute. Let me put her picture up here. This is going to be the new girl on what show? Andrew.
Beverly Hills, and at age 35.
She's 35. She's cute. Very.
And this has been confirmed by Bravo, you guys. This is not like one of those rumors like that Tori Spelling. She gets a rumor every single season that she's going to get on. And for some reason, we all still believe it because let's think about it. What else is there to believe in the show? So This one has been confirmed by Bravo. She is 35, and I think she's going to bring such a younger dynamic to the show. I think we are going to see the final ending of some of the older housewives.
Oh, wow.
Let me
ask you this. Is she the first Asian?
She is the first Asian. I believe she is. We had on the first season of Atlanta, there was the one who was mixed. I forget her name now. You guys will probably attack me in the comments for not remembering her name.
Well, no, remember Jewel from New York? Was she Asian?
I don't think she was Asian. I think she was mixed. I mean, we're talking. This is the first. I can comfortably say this is the first Han Chinese woman. I think she's Han Chinese who was going to be on Bravo.
Wow, that's great news. Let's take 2 calls and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Hi, Simone. How are you? Sound off.
Hi. Okay, so to what you spoke on earlier with just Bravo being in crisis, a lot of network television are in crisis right now because of this pandemic. NBC have been trying to do a whole rebrand for the last 18 months. With E, they're canceling shows. They just let go of the Kardashians. That's when you could tell that there's a problem. Now with Bravo, they are literally grasping at straws. They are bringing in new cast members for a lot of their staple shows. OC is on the chopping block at this point. Potomac, I think that they're going to do a major recasting because that's the only show that still has a large amount of OCs. And I'm just going to put this out there. Robin most likely is going to go, and either Candace or Monique are not coming back.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate the call. I mean, she gave us a lot to think about. What do you think about that, Andrew?
Like I've always said, I mean, these networks are owned. The Bravo's there's a RHOC and they're higher up, and there's NBC Universal, and then there's Comcast. And Comcast is an internet provider, so they are really looking at every single aspect of your TV viewing entertainment. And if they see these shows are not doing well, they see on Twitter that people are calling for these shows to be canceled, low viewership, and calling for a show to be canceled. We do have power as the viewers, so.
That's true. That's true.
Thank you, Simone, for calling in. I appreciate the call.
You're welcome.
She's so right. This is crazy. Last call.
Yes.
Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi. I just wanted to know, do you have anything on Southern Charm?
Andrew, do you have anything on Southern Charm?
I have heard things, and they're saying due to the race changing and the view on racism changing in our country, they're trying to see if Southern Charm has an actual viable spot on our TV platform, if it's not going to be seen as outdated. Because unfortunately, Bravo is not caring about the older viewership crowd. They're caring about longevity, and that's with the younger crowd. So that's what they're caring about.
Has Southern Charm ever had a black person on there?
Not the one in South Carolina, but the one in New Orleans has.
The one that they canceled.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, Southern Charm's in trouble too.
And I wanted to also ask, is Candy's new show canceled because it's a restaurant show too?
Oh, that's right.
It is safe to say, I think it is safe to say that these shows, that restaurant shows are really not going to do well after this pandemic. I'm sorry. I think it is safe to say, I don't even have to know anybody at Bravo or anybody at these networks to say it's not looking good for restaurant shows right now.
But what are they going to do with like Food Network, you know?
Food Network, it's different. So if Food Network, and like those shows, you've got chefs working in these large soundbox studio kitchens. Okay. And you can do more shows like Cooking Network. The ratings, I've actually looked at this because that's one of the few networks that are doing really well right now. These people are staying at home. They're wanting to cook more, wanting to bake more. So shows where like Giada showing you how to make like pasta carbonara, those shows are doing really well. And they're saying these people can film them from home if you teach them how to do it correctly. So it cuts out expensive cameramen, expensive miking men. They are finding ways to do these shows cheaper and remotely. That is what they're really focusing on doing right now. If they can do it cheaper, yeah.
What do you think about Wendy? I'm sorry, just had to drive Wendy in.
You're so messy. Look at Andrew. Do tell Andrew.
Okay, I'm selling, as everyone knows, we're selling our house in Potomac right now. And if Wendy Osefo buys my home in Potomac, I might have to tell the real estate agent for the deal not to go through.
That is so. Andrew, you are hilarious. You're not feeling Wendy either.
No, she has no manners, and continue talking about how you are going to support women, and this is supporting women. This girl was down on her luck, and yes, she's made decisions, and I do not condone violence. But we've got Candace acting here like a little baby girl, whining and crying, like, "Whoa, I got mollywopped on the head here," as Adam would say. This is.
I love Andrew. Thank you, Ablabi, for calling in. Take care. You are so funny. Should we take? You have two more calls. Do you want to take those?
Yeah, we can take them. I've got time.
Okay. Hi, Tracy. Do you have a question for Andrew?
I do. Hi, Andrew.
Hello, Tracy. Hello,
sweetie.
Yes.
I need to know.
Yeah.
How do you really feel? Honey, don't hold back. I don't understand. Just let it go. It's okay.
How
do you really feel about the Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Ooh, all I really feel is we need some recasting. And I think, honestly, these shows, we've relied on these OGs for so long. And I think OGs should be on for some things, but I don't think they should be what we're basing the show on. Kyle is now seen, if you remember at the season 9 reunion, they were saying, well, since Lisa is gone, Kyle is now the queen of Beverly Hills. That statement was when they were shoveling the grave and they were burying themselves in it because
Oh my God, Andrew. Kyle is no one's queen. You've got a point. Like she's not in charge of that show at all.
No. It's
we need
over.
more people.
She's not in charge.
She isn't, and she just doesn't have enough. I'm sorry. She's not everything. She's not all it. She's not everything. Is she faking that she wants to be friends with Lisa? Is she faking that she wants to be back friends with people? Denise, is she faking she wants to be friends with Denise?
I know from what I've heard, I know more people like on like not above Bravo's positions, and what I have heard is, and I also know this because I have friends in Beverly Hills, and they were just saying how just like it's giving the town a bad rap because they're people who are in there and they're Persians, and unfortunately the show is white. The show is all white for 9 seasons. For 9 seasons, it was all white. And that's the misrepresentation we have on these shows. And for Kyle to just continuously saying, oh, I want to be friends with this person and this person. This is not kindergarten. You are not friends with everybody. Just
it's not
openly
middle
say
school.
it.
Hi. It's not middle school. Join in.
You guys are bad.
But I can't. How old are we? She's got to be 50. Come on, honey.
50
Sweetie.
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
The facelift might make you look like a teenager, but your mindset is not.
Oh my God.
You might, this is it. You might be tidy whitey, but I cannot. I'm done.
Tidy whitey. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys are gonna make me pee in my pants. That is, oh my God. You guys are,
But seriously, Bravo, step up.
yeah.
This is bad.
Bravo is headed nowhere quickly, aren't they, Andrew? It's bad.
And in fact, one thing I forgot to mention is they are seriously considered creating an all-stars cast, like a Bravo Celebrity Big Brother with Bravo celebrities. This has been talked about. Fans have been wanting this for a while, and Bravo, they are really, really, really just considering it now because they're now going to listen to what the fans want now.
They are grasping. He's grasping.
Yeah. But I've heard that for a while. That rumor's been going around for a while. I hope they do it. Yeah.
I do.
You think Utah is like going to be good? I mean, the Utah gals.
Yes, because we're going to get more interesting storylines from what's already been produced, what we already know, and what's already been leaked, and what I know. First of all, Salt Lake, we've got Mary marrying her grandpa. I'm sorry.
You can't top that you married your grandpa. You cannot top that.
I cannot.
We've already got Jen, and the cast is pretty diverse, not only with religion, but with ethnicity. And I mean, I get we do this, I feel, is going to be a mixed race cast from day one that we can see going further too. Yeah. Because this one, if you watched Atlanta, yes, it did have Kim first season, but she felt out of place and not needed. DC, yes, it was a mixed race. It was a mixed race franchise. Never went past the first season. I see Salt Lake City being a wonderful, I think it's going to be what the Housewives franchise is trying to move forward to, getting a younger viewership, but also keeping people who've been watching for the 10, 15 years these shows have already been on, you know?
And not tidy whiteys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tracy, tidy whiteys. I love it. Listen, you can't top marrying your grandfather.
Oh,
you can't top that. Listen,
I think there is a way you can top it.
Marry your grandfather, how do you top that?
Being in a throuple with your grandpa and someone else.
Bad. That is bad. No. Listen, thank you so much for calling in, Tracy, and giving me a new thing. That is so funny.
Thank you.
Okay. Last call. Yeah. Hi, Sky. Are you there?
Oh. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yes, we can hear you. Did you have a question for
first
Andrew?
Time calling in. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Yes.
How are you?
Good, thank you. What do you think? Do you think that? Well, you think that OC is going to get canceled, right?
I've been saying this, and I think it is. I think, what other choices do we have at this point? It's not getting viewership, and advertisers' numbers are falling. And we don't care if people want the show on. They care about advertisers too.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been saying that. I think that the show has needed to end for a while. They're all just kind of washed up and a little dry, honestly.
Exactly. I think,
and Bravo's definitely wanting to change how they do things, because with COVID and production costs, I definitely think like a Big Brother idea would be really good, because you can shoot on location. You don't have to leave. Everyone gets tested as soon as they go into the house.
Yep. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
it's just
I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, we see TLC
and
is
I'm
really
also excited for Salt Lake City.
Yes. We see, you brought up a good point with just the numbers and just how people are not really paying attention. Like they used to be to Bravo, and they're switching more towards TLC. And we see this flip. It happens every 10 to 11 years. It's more people are watching Bravo than more people are watching TLC. If Bravo can step up their game, there's now room for 2 players with E out of the equation now. Because I'm sorry, is the Bradshaw bunch really going to save the E network?
It's terrible. I think
Seriously. I don't want to watch Broadwin with her 20 kids. If I want to watch that, I'll watch 20 and counting.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Did we think this was the Duggars? Like,
yeah. Seriously, they're all going to be showing up with their long denim skirts and their Bibles.
Oh my God, yes. Do you remember when they went to New York City? When the Duggars went to New York.
You guys are bad. You guys are bad.
Fish out of water, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you for calling in, Sky. I appreciate the call.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
So much.
Oh my God, we had funny callers today. Really funny. Okay, listen, thank you so much for calling me last minute, Andrew, with all the updates. I'm going to go ahead and give you credit. You've been saying since day one that they were going to cancel the OC, and it looks like you are 100% right.
Numbers are bad. Numbers don't lie.
And then Kim, what is it? Tardy?
Don't be tardy for the party. Don't be tardy. No one cares, and it's about to be over.
All right, you guys. I wanted to thank everyone for joining us on the chat at the last minute. Andrew just called, and I have to take him when I can get him because he has a very, very busy schedule. So thank you for doing this today, Andrew. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah. And thank you guys for dropping by. And I mean, I don't think anyone's sad. Bye-bye, Tardy for the party, and bye-bye, OC. See ya. And I wouldn't want
No one's going to miss ya.
Yeah. Okay, Andrew, on